श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So Bhairavi asked some questions, Bhairava answered, and again Bhairavi continued with the follow-up questions. That was also answered. That is also answered. Yes. How do you know that? Ityetatkathitaṃ. It starts with iti. In tradition, when the iti word is used, iti is normally used as a quote. Okay. We have quotes, beginning quote, end quote. Now, in the earlier, in the tradition, iti is the quote. And if you want to show the completion, you either say iti or you have the final statement repeated twice. Ityetatkathitaṃ devi paramāmṛtamuttamam. Ityetatkathitaṃ devi paramāmṛtamuttamam. If you repeat it twice, then it means that chapter is over. Okay. Now, this is not, this just says iti. The topic which we discussed, it's over. Ityetatkathitaṃ devi paramāmṛtamuttamam. Etacca naiva kasyāpi prakāśyaṃ tu kādācana paraśiṣye khale krūre abhakte gurupādayoḥ nirvikalpamatīnāṃ tu vīrāṇāmunnatātmanām bhaktānāṃ guruvargasya dātavyaṃ nirviśaṅkayā. You can add that also. Ityetatkathitaṃ devi paramāmṛtamuttamam. Etacca naiva kasyāpi prakāśyaṃ tu kādācana paraśiṣye khale krūre abhakte gurupādayoḥ nirvikalpamatīnāṃ tu vīrāṇāmunnatātmanām bhaktānāṃ guruvargasya dātavyaṃ nirviśaṅkayā. Okay. Ityetatkathitaṃ devi. Hey Devi, O Devi, I have explained whatever you asked for, the absolute elixir, absolute supreme elixir. I have explained this. And this should never be revealed to anyone at any point of time, especially to the people who are devotees of another tradition, one who is a crooked person, one who is a cruel person, one who is not devoted to the feet of Guru. But it should be definitely given to, without doubt, it should be given to people who are with clarity, people who are brave, valorous, and people who are exalted people, exalted seekers, and devotees of the tradition. It should definitely be given without any doubt. Okay? Now, ityetatkathitaṃ devi. Hey Devi, this is what I have said. paramāmṛtamuttamam. Uttamam paramam amrtam. Paramāmṛtam. Amrtam, nectar, elixir. Paramam, supreme. Uttamam, great. The greatest supreme elixir I have explained. Amrtam means deathless. Deathless means liberation, moksha. So I have explained you the supreme means for moksha. I have explained the moksha, the supreme moksha. Why you have to add supreme, great, moksha, two adjectives? Because the Sankhya people, Yoga people, Buddhist, Jainist, all these people explain about moksha, but their moksha is not the supreme. It is before the supreme. There is nothing equal to the supreme. Supreme means parama, means the end. There is nothing beyond. So this is the only teaching which has nothing beyond. The other teachings fall short. They don't lead you to this supreme state. That is why we have to say this is the greatest supreme state, supreme teaching. Okay. And amrta means moksha. Remember that. Amrta is elixir, but amrta is moksha, liberation. On. Okay. Now, I have explained the means for moksha. Over. Etacca naiva kasyāpi prakāśyaṃ tu kādācana. Kasyāpi, kādācana, etat naiva prakāśyaṃ. This should never be revealed. Prakāśyaṃ, revealed. Never to anyone. This should never be revealed to anyone. Kasyāpi, to anyone. Kādācana, at any point. You should not start your shop after just studying this. You should have to practice. That is the first meaning. You should have to, whatever I have said, you have to practice it. Stay put in it. That is first meaning. The second meaning is, there is a star. You should have to look at that star, T and C. What does the T and C? The terms and conditions is what it says. Paraśiṣye, not to a disciple of another tradition. Paraśiṣya, disciple of another tradition. Because if he is a disciple of another tradition, if he is not following the Shaiva tradition, he comes to this tradition, he'll try to analyze the teaching through his knowledge. Because he has not completely taken your tradition. A, that is a problem. B, he will study it to condemn this tradition, which is not a healthy thing for you. You are wasting your time in him. So you should not give it to him. Paraśiṣye, khale, a person who is a hypocrite, who is a crooked person, who is not truthful to himself or others. Krūre. Krūra means a cruel person. So here, abhakte gurupādayoḥ. Abhakte gurupādayoḥ, one who does not have any bhakti to the feet of the Guru. One who is not devoted to the feet of the Guru. So here, paraśiṣye, khale, krūre. Khale means a person inside a problem. Krūre means outside problem. Means a person who does not have yama. A person who does not have niyama is krūra. Khala is a person who does not have yama. Krūra is a person who does not have niyama. And paraśiṣye, abhakte gurupādayoḥ is a person without shraddha. You should never reveal this to a person who does not have a yama, niyama and shraddha. No. Should it not be given, then where will be the tradition? So for that we say, nirvikalpamatīnāṃ tu vīrāṇāmunnatātmanām. Nirvikalpamatīnāṃ, a person who has nirvikalpa, attributeless state, choiceless liberation. That is liberation already is gained liberation. Then why should we? Because this is what nirvikalpa samadhi. Nirvikalpa samadhi is nirvikalpamati. Then why do you have to say that as a qualification? No. He has already gained. He need not study this. But nirvikalpamati means a person where there is no doubt, a doubtless mind. Doubtless mind means a person who has clarity over what is the means for gaining this liberation. He has no doubts regarding the means of liberation. He completely understands that the only means for liberation is this Shaiva teaching. The teaching following the Shiva's order. So, therefore, nirvikalpamatīnāṃ means a person with clarity, a person who knows what he wants, meaning a person who is a mokshu. He wants only moksha. He is very clear about that. Okay? Now, vīrāṇāṃ. Vīra means a person who is with valor or with bravery. And unnātātmanām, an exalted seeker. This, though, means a valorous and exalted seeker, still vīrāṇā means a person with valor, a person with strength means vairagya, discrimination. Why? Because this vimarsha is not real. To give up that vimarsha, he needs to have a lot of vairagya. That is how he will be able to gain the identity with Bhairava. And unnātātmanām, supreme, great self. What is great self and what is worst self? There is no different selves. There is only one self. So, unnātātma means a person with discriminative power. So, with etacca kasyāpi prakāśyaṃ, the anadhikaris, the non-eligible seekers are negated. And paraśiṣye, khale, krūre, etc., we have established the non-eligible seeker as well as the eligibility for eligible seeker. The eligibility is he should have to have yama, he should have to have niyama, he should have to have shraddha, he should have the desire for liberation, he should have the vairagya, he should have to have vivek. So all these are established. Now, bhaktānāṃ guruvargasya, for a person who is devoted to the tradition, guruvarga means the group of gurus, means the tradition of the gurus. One who is a devotee of the tradition, for him, dātavyaṃ nirviśaṅkayā, without any doubt you should have to give. You should not even doubt his whatever, yama, niyama, etc. If he is devoted to the tradition, you should have to give him without any doubt. Don't even see for any other reasons to negate him. Okay, but still, it is not easy to study this because there are so many things. You are staying there, I am staying here, the guru is staying there, and the disciple is staying in another place. And there are so many obstacles. The village is the obstacle, the family is the obstacle, the son and daughter is the obstacle, the wife and husband is the obstacle. There's so many obstacles, right? So for that, he says, grāmo, rājyo, puraṃ. This should be understood properly. Listen. grāmo, rājyaṃ, puraṃ, deśaḥ, putradārakuṭumbakam, sarvametatparityajya, grāhyametanmṛgekṣaṇe, kimebhirasthirairdevi, sthiraṃ paramidaṃ dhanam. grāmah, rājyaṃ, puraṃ, deśaḥ, putradārakuṭumbakam, sarvametatparityajya, grāhyametanmṛgekṣaṇe. kimebhirasthirairdevi, he devi, sthiraṃ paramidaṃ dhanam. Oh, dear-eyed, oh Devi, listen to this. You have to give up the village, the city, the kingdom, the state, the country, husband, son, wife, family, everything. Sarvametatparityajya, to gain this knowledge. Because what is the use of these other wealths which are impermanent when compared to this eternal wealth? Okay. Now, grāmah, rājyaṃ, puraṃ, deśaḥ, putradāra, all these different states we see in the world. Sarvametatparityajya, giving up all this. This is a key word we have to understand. That is why I said I attracted your attention to this. He is not saying, give this up and go become a monk. That is not the idea here. You have to understand this, because normally that is how it is translated and treated. He is not asking you to give up anything. He is saying this, if it is an obstacle, then you have to give these up. If they are not an obstacle, then they remain. Let them be. Why do you have to disturb it? Because every walk of life is a means for gaining the identity, right from the waking state beginning till the end of deep sleep state. Every state, every activity, everything in this world is a means. Even the disturbance, actually the disturbance which you gain, that is also a means. Watch how it disturbs you without any trouble. Watch who is getting disturbed. All this becomes a means, right? But still, sometimes it becomes too much. You will not be able to even concentrate on that. So, that which is an obstacle should be given up. That is what is said here, not to give up everything. Okay? So, because the tradition of being a monk is a very rare thing in Shaiva Siddhanta. Sarvametatparityajya. Sarvametatparityajya, because the Shiva Upadhyaya, etc., they were king, they were ministers under the king, or Abhinav Gupta was a king himself. So these different states, they were in different situations, power centers. There is no issue here, contradiction here. So, grāhyametanmṛgekṣaṇe, they should be taken, gained at any cost. That's the idea. If it has to be given up, just don't hesitate. kimebhirasthirairdevi, because what is the point of hanging on to these impermanent things? Because paramidaṃ sthiraṃ dhanam, idam param sthiraṃ dhanam. This is a supreme and eternal wealth. Dhanam means wealth. So this is the eternal and supreme wealth. Why should you be compromising for the non-eternal and inferior wealth? prāṇā api pradātavyaṃ dātavyaṃ paramāmṛtam. Finally, he gives a punchline, says, even if you have to give up your life, you should not reveal this to another person. See, prāṇā api pradātavyaṃ, even if you have to give up your life, not for studying, that is not the point. Then if you give up your life, how can you study? After studying, when another person threatens you, if you are not going to reveal the secret of this Shaiva Siddhanta, I'll kill you. Prāṇā api pradātavyaṃ. At that situation, don't hesitate. You can give up your life. Na deyam paramāmṛtam. You should not give this eternal elixir or the absolute state to anyone, the teaching of this absolute state to anyone. This became the crux of the people of Kashmir. They fix, it is not prāṇā api praghatavya. It didn't say you should have to even kill other, but don't give to others. That is not what it said. If somebody is threatening you, you can kill him, but don't give it to him. That is not what is said here. That is why they became, by fixing themselves to this kind of teaching, they became domicile. They didn't react. That is why there was this exodus. They were killed. Okay. Shri Devi Uvacha. After that, Devi says, Bhairavi says, the teaching is complete. Deva Deva Mahadeva Parittriptasmi Shankara Rudrayamanatanthrasya Saramatyavadharitam Sarvashakti Prabhedanam Hridayam Nyatamadhyaja Ityuktanandita Devi Kanthe Lagna Shivasyatu. He Deva Deva, He Mahadeva, Paritruptasmi, He Shankara, Rudrayamanatanthrasya Saram Adya Avadharitam Sarvashakti Prabhedanam Hridayam Nyatam Adhyacha Iti Yukta Anandita Devi Kanthe Lagna Shivasyatu. So, Deva Deva Mahadeva, Deva Deva, God of gods, O great God, O Shankara, I am satisfied, I am very happy. Because today I have understood the secret of, the essence of Rudrayamala Tantra. And I have understood the secret of the different types of Shakti. After saying this, the Devi in absolute bliss merged, absorbed, became identified with that Bhairava state. Okay? Now, Deva Deva, God of gods, Mahadeva, great God, Shankara, O Shankara, I'm telling this to you, Paritriptasmi, I'm very satisfied. Paritaha Tripta, Paritripta, completely satisfied, entirely satisfied. There is nothing, no doubt. Why? Why are you so happy? She says, Rudrayamal Tantrasya Saramadya Avadharitam. Adya, today, Avadharitam, I have gained complete clarity. I've determined knowledge. Regarding what? Saram, the essence. Essence of what? Rudrayamala Tantra, the Rudrayamala Tantra. Because this text is an essence of Rudrayamala Tantra. I have determined knowledge over the Rudrayamala Tantra. Okay. Not just that. Sarvashakti Prabhedanam Hridayam Nyatamadhyacha. Hridayam means secret, not heart. Hridayam means secret. Secret Nyatamadhya. I have understood today the secret of what? Sarvashakti Prabhedanam, the different kinds of Shaktis. Different kinds of Shaktis means, like I said, Para, Apara, Parapara. Para is the Supreme Shakti, Apara is the creative Shakti, Vimarsha Shakti, and Parapara is the in between, the transactional reality, the world. Okay, so I have understood the difference between Para, Apara, and Parapara. Okay, Ityukta, again iti, conclusion. Uktva, saying this, Anandita Devi, the Devi who became blissful, Kanthe Lagna, she merged in the throat. Because that is where she sprung and started asking the question, and in the place of emerging, she merged. Shivasyatu, became identified with Shiva, became non-dual with Shiva, became one with Shiva. Okay, now with this he concludes the Rudrayamala Tantra. She says, Iti Shri Vijnana Bhairavam Nama Yoga Shastram Samaptam. In this way, the Yoga Shastra, because it gives you different techniques for gaining this identity. So this Yoga Shastra comes to a conclusion. This text comes to a conclusion today. Om Purnamadaః Purnamidam Purnāt Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.